Oracle just fired 30,000 people, and that's 18% of their entire workflows. Employees got emails at 6 a.m. telling them today was their last day. 1 month severance, no performance issues, and there were no warnings. The company isn't really struggling. Revenue is fine. They're cutting humans to redirect 8 to 10 billion into building AI data centers. A senior manager at Oracle posted on LinkedIn that this was not based on employee performance. These people did nothing wrong. They just happened to be in the roles that Oracle decided AI could handle. And Oracle isn't the only one doing this. Now let me walk you through what happened and why this is very important for everyone. You see, on Tuesday, March 21st, Oracle started sending termination emails to thousands of employees. After careful consideration of Oracle's current business needs, we have made the decision to eliminate your role as part of a broader organizational change. As a result, today is your last working day. And that's it. People who had been at the company for years found out at 6 a.m. that they no longer had a job. Business Insider obtained copies of that email, and multiple employees posted about it on LinkedIn, and Oracle has not made any official public statements. The scale is massive. CNBC confirmed that cuts are in the thousands. Reports from Economic Times and other outlets put the total numbers at 20 to 30,000 globally, with around 12,000 of those in India. TD Cowen, an investment bank, wrote in a research note that cutting 20 to 30,000 employees would free up $8 billion to $10 billion in annual cash flow for Oracle. Oracle had approximately 162,000 employees as of May 2025, 1 out of every 5 or 6 people at the company. And in a March SEC filing, Oracle disclosed that its restructuring costs for the fiscal year of 2026, and this could reach up to $2.1 billion. So most of that is going to employee severance and related expenses. So this wasn't a spontaneous decision. This was a planned move that they planned out in months ahead. So where is the money going, right? All of these savings are being made, but where's the money going? Oracle is spending aggressively on AI infrastructure. The company plans to spend at least $50 billion on data center infrastructures this year. They also raised $50 billion in debt to fund even more AI build-out. Their co-CEO, Clay Magourik, said on the last earnings call that demand for AI infrastructure, both GPU and CPU, continue to exceed the current supply. OpenAI has $553 billion in remaining performance obligations, which is essentially contracted future revenue. A huge chunk of that comes from a deal with OpenAI worth over $300 billion. Oracle is also part of the Stargate initiative alongside OpenAI, SoftBank, and MGX. And that's a $500 billion project backed by the Trump administration to build massive AI data centers, and this will be increasing the capability across the entire US. They're building a huge AI campus in Texas. They have deals with OpenAI, Cohere, and xAI. The strategy is very clear. Cut the workflows, take that cash, and pour it into AI infrastructure to try to compete with Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. The problem is that Oracle's stock is down 25% this year and 48% over the last 6 months. Investors are nervous about the amount of debt being taken on. Some US banks have reportedly started pulling back funding because they are not confident that Oracle can keep up with the cloud giants who have years of a head start and significantly more resources. So Oracle isn't doing this in a vacuum, of course. This is becoming the playbook for big tech in 2026. Meta cut hundreds of employees last week, and Reuters reported that they're planning layoffs that could hit 20% of their entire workflows. Atlassian cut about 1,600 jobs to fund AI initiatives. Amazon, Pinterest, Epic Games have all done layoffs this year. The BBC ran a story with the headline, "Tech CEOs suddenly love blaming AI for mass job cuts." And they're right. What used to be called restructuring or efficiency improvement is now openly being described as replacing humans with AI. Mark Zuckerberg has said publicly that AI enables Meta to do more with fewer employees. Jack Dorsey said the same thing at Block before overseeing layoffs there. Oracle executives have made similar statements internally. In 2025 alone, AI was linked to at least 55,000 job losses in the US. And with models getting better every quarter, this trend is accelerating over the next 3 to 5 years. The Economic Times described Oracle's approach in 3 words: fire humans, build AI. Now, what does that mean for you and me? Now, if you work at a large company, especially in sales, support, middle management, or any role that involves processing information, routing requests, or doing repetitive knowledge work, this is the reality you are looking at. The jobs being cut at Oracle aren't entry-level positions. A senior manager confirmed that the people let go include senior engineers, architects, operational leaders, program managers, and technical specialists. These were experienced, well-paid professionals, and they were let go because the company decided it was more profitable to invest in machines. The jobs that are growing at the same company are in AI engineering, cloud architecture, data center operations, and machine learning. Oracle will likely hire those roles even as it lays off tens of thousands of people. The work is transforming, and the real challenge for the people being let go is whether they can make the transition into those new roles fast enough. Now, for small business owners watching this, the takeaway is very different. If a company with 162,000 employees is ripping out entire departments and replacing them with AI, the tools that enable that are going to reach you too. The same AI that Oracle is betting $100 billion on is the same AI that's making it possible for a one-person business to do the work of 10 people. The businesses that figure out how to use these tools early will have a cost advantage that compounds every year. The one that ignores it will find themselves competing against people who operate at 10 times their speed and a fraction of their cost. Billion-dollar companies cutting thousands of people because AI is cheaper and faster. But here's the part that actually matters if you run a business. The same AI that these companies are spending billions on is now available to anyone. Tools that would have cost you full marketing teams 2 years ago cost less than your phone bill today. And businesses are already using them. Your competitors are using AI to create their ads and scale their content while most people are still figuring out where to start. Now, if you want to see what I've been using, take a look at the AI Media Machine. Because this tool finds video ads that are already performing in your niche. It breaks them down and it understands why they convert. It understands the hook, the pacing, the emotional triggers, and basically the offer positioning. And then it starts cloning. Then it clones this winning structure and builds your own version of that ad, of that video ad, using AI avatars and voiceovers. You don't even need to be on camera. Now, I've added a link in the description of this video where you can check out all the details and you can see examples of the videos that the AI Media Machine can make. Now, if you want my own team to create the videos for you, we can do that. We have a done-for-you video service, and I've also added a link with the details to this service in the description of this video. Now, before I go, I also want to hook you up with the AI Creators Club, where you can join completely for free, and you get there my prompts, my AI prompts, my AI workflows, and you will also get the latest tools that I'm testing every week. The link for the AI Creators Club is also in the description. And I want to thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.